Welcome to weather. We are ready to move on to a completely new topic. We are done with geology, done with soil, done with rocks, done with fossils. So we are going to be completing a weather log as an introductory activity to weather. So we are now in week 5. I am on Monday's assignment, 427, and the directions say to first watch this tutorial video. So once I'm done making it, I will post the link here. Okay, so I think one of the first things we want to do is open up our weather log AD document. This is on an Excel spreadsheet. And some of the first things that you are going to notice is the title of the document. We have some different columns, different factors of weather that we will be using a website to fill out. Okay. One of the first things you want to do, you want to make your own copy of this. So if you go up to File at the top left of your computer, you click on it, then you click Make a Copy. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. And another one will appear. Okay. And you can choose to change the title. I would keep it weather log, but if you want to put your name in it, that's fine too. One of the first things we want to do is change or insert our location. So I'm in Selinsgrove, and I'm going to put Selinsgrove. Okay. Now we are ready, once we've made our own copy, to go to the website and complete our log. So we're going to go back here, and if I look at the directions, it says use the Weather Underground link attached or click here to complete the log. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to click this. And this is what the website should look like. Okay, so I'm going to help you out with getting this information. So once we're on our Weather Underground website, we want to enter in our current location. Okay, so I'm going to put in Selinsgrove. And as you can see, I already entered it in, so I'm going to click on it. But if you are in Lewisburg, Kratzerville, whatever town, you want to make sure you enter that location in because that's what you want the information for, your current town. So if I look at my screen, this is what will come up for Selinsgrove. And right now, I'm doing this at 10:50 a.m. on Friday, 4/24. So it's going to give me the current weather for right now. But as you can see, there's different tabs at the top here. We want to click on the hourly tab. And then we're going to want to scroll down to the hour by hour forecast. So when we complete our chart, what we want to look for is this top row. Now, there are some factors here that you don't need in your chart. For instance, you do not need the feels like temperature. You do not need the chance of precipitation. You do need most of the other factors. So I'm going to go back to my log. I put in my location of Selinsgrove. And this was an example I did from a different day. But what I did, I used the information in the current, or in that top row, to fill out all of this. So we need the real temperature, we need the relative humidity, you need the dew point, the pressure. I just want you to put that number in inches. So I need to make sure I have a unit. So here's my unit, inches. We want the wind direction, north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, or northwest. So at that time it was southeast. My wind speed was 5 miles per hour. And this is going to be the hardest part, is picking the cloud type. So here are your options to choose from. On that day, 4/21, the clouds kind of look like they were in layers. And if we see clouds that are have a layered appearance, those are stratus clouds. That's why I put stratus, so you're going to pick one. The cloud coverage was 100%, and at that time, it was raining. So the only thing the website doesn't give you is the cloud type. So this is where we will have to use our cloud PowerPoint. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. So it says use the link to complete the log, use the cloud's PowerPoint to complete the cloud column. Okay, so here's my log, I made a copy, here's the Weather Underground website, here's my cloud PowerPoint. So I'm going to bring this up, and I can view this in a couple different ways. I can view it just like this. Okay, so it kind of tells you what a cloud is, or if I want to save it, save a hard copy, so that means you don't need internet to look at it. Right now I need internet to look at it. If I go to the three vertical dots on the top right of my screen, if I open it in a new window, I can download it. For some reason it doesn't let you download it without opening it in a new window. So I see my download button. If I click on that, I can save it to a folder, to a desktop, or I can open it in slides, however you want to view it. Okay, but let's just scroll through until we find the cloud types. What is a cloud? 3 basic types. So here we have cumulus clouds. These are the big puffy clouds. Means heap or pile. We can also have cumulus clouds that are puffy, but they kind of are a little bit closer together. So we can still categorize this as cumulus. Technically, these clouds are like a combination, a hybrid of cumulus clouds and stratus clouds. So I'm not going to have you guys look at every single type of cloud. We're just going to kind of stick to the basics, but technically this would be a stratocumulus cloud, so a combination of the 2 basic types. So again, cumulus can also take this form stratus. This is like a layered look, so a layered appearance. It covers most of the sky. Can also look like this too. So this one is not the best picture, but you can also look like this too. Boys and girls, if you want to go to Google and type in examples of stratus clouds to look at more pictures, please do that. So stratus is our second type of basic cloud type. Then we have cirrus. These are really high in the sky because we can have clouds that form at different heights, and we call that altitude. So these clouds are described as like thin and wispy. Or if you want to use a different adjective to describe that, go ahead. But that's what most sources use. Those are the words, the adjectives they use to describe this type of cloud. We're going to talk about fog a little bit later. Okay, so it talks about altitude. The last 2 types we're going to look at are rain clouds. We have 2 types of rain clouds. Nimbostratus, so we have the layered clouds that absorb a lot of moisture, and eventually rain will fall to the ground. We also have cumulonimbus clouds. These are the big thunderstorm clouds. So notice how they're different. Both mean rain. Nimbus means rain, nimbo, nimbus. But these ones take a different shape and they look different. Okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. So if it's rainy, you have a choice between nimbostratus or cumulonimbus. So we want to make sure in our weather log we're picking between these. So we have the 3 basic cloud types and our rain clouds. Okay? Feel free to look through the rest of this PowerPoint if you would like. Gives you a little bit more information. It talks about how clouds form. The last thing I want to point out, I'm going to go back. I also made a direction page for you. So it talks about everything we talked about in this video. Tells you where to go on the Weather Underground website, so you don't have to watch this video all over again. You can just go here. Of course, you want to watch the video first, okay? Tells you to use the top row, right? And at the bottom, you do want to look at this. So it says your weather log should be done every day or almost every day. You want to try to do that. You want several entries. So I want you to aim for more than 3. I'm going to try to aim for 5. Okay, so aim for more than 3. And boys and girls, since it's done every day or nearly every day, you don't want to have more than 1 per day. You don't want to have 2 entries in one day. Okay, you can also do this over the weekend. That works too. All right. And what you also want to try to aim for is inputting your information at the same time. So if you did it at 2 p.m. on day 1, try to do it around that time the following day. If you don't, that's okay, but we're going to get better results if we aim to complete our log at the same time every day. So this is the end of this document. Okay, so the name of this document is Weather Log Directions AD. So you can look back to this after the video. I'm going to put the video link right here once I'm done because I'm still making it. Okay, so you want to make sure, I'm going to go back to my assignment, you want to start this really as soon as you can. You don't want to wait till Friday, okay, because we only have a certain amount of time to complete our log and get some entries in there, all right? So you want to make sure you start this as soon as you can. Use the website, use the Cloud PowerPoint to help you, okay? If you have any questions, you can email me. So that means you're going to have to go to Outlook. Let's see. Okay, you can go to Outlook at the bottom here. So here's my email. Or you can go to Microsoft Teams and there's an instant messaging feature there. Or if you contact me through one of those 2 ways, we can actually set up a meeting where we can go through some topics if you have questions. So I did have a meeting for everybody on Thursday. It's okay if you didn't go, it was optional. But this is a link here, and I can meet with you face to face. Not face to face, but you can see my face. I might see yours. You don't have to use the video. It's totally fine. But we can, it's like a call, so we can call each other. All you have to do is just click on the link and press join. So I'm going to do this for you. So I click on the link. Okay, and then I press join, and then I'm in.